Live, trance, and prosper. Hi, this is Professor Brian David Phillips. Welcome to my home in beautiful Lodong, Taiwan. You are very welcome. Today, I'm out here in the heat to talk about a new tarot deck I have. This is the Goetia Tarot Deck, and it is absolutely beautiful. The Goetia logo. The cards are printed in black and silver. It's actually metallic silver, so it's absolutely beautiful. The deck is coming from Lo Scarabeo, the Italian house of the Beetle, a publisher of absolutely beautiful tarot decks. I have many decks from them. This particular deck is from Fabio Listrani, who has done other decks in the past. This particular deck is absolutely beautiful. I just got this deck. I've only been playing with it for about a week or two. Actually, not even two. Just 1 week I've had the deck, and I'm already blown away. I was asked last weekend, someone asked me, "Hey, dude," because that's how my friends talk. "Hey, dude." She didn't ask it that way. What's your favorite tarot deck? I have many. I have more decks than a human probably should have. I do have some decks that I go to more often than other. I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of them. It's absolutely beautiful. You can see how shiny it is. I will say it is difficult to shuffle. So you're going to want to wear it in. You're going to want to play with it and wear it in a bit, but be careful when you shuffle. I like to riffle shuffle or rifle shuffle, as I was taught how to say it when I was a boy. But this is not a deck you are going to be able to do that very often. You're probably going to use other shuffling techniques, other shuffling methods, but it does work beautifully. It is an absolutely wonderful deck. Now, what's special about this deck is it is based upon the Lesser Key of Solomon. Some of you know that text. Some of you know the Aleister Crowley version or the Eliphas Levi version. This is the Listrani version. Essentially, each card is based upon the Goetia, which is in the Lesser Key. The Lesser Key of Solomon, if you aren't familiar with it, is an occult book supposedly written by King Solomon. Actually was compiled from earlier works. The compilation, The Lesser Key of Solomon, came out in about the 16th century, has a lot of 15th century and earlier texts combined in there. There are 5 books. One of them is the Goetia, and the Goetia is a text of demons and demonmancy. This is how to contact demons. I don't recommend that you contact demons on a day-to-day basis. As a tarot reader, you're probably going to use this for other purposes, but if you are a student of the occult, this is actually a wonderful tool, and absolutely wonderful manual comes with it. The Goetia manual right here, which explains all the cards and the pieces and the attributions of the demons they described. There are 72 demons in the original Goetia. And so the 72 are here, and there are some interesting twists here. Aleister Crowley actually did a different setup. So for Crowley, the 72 demons were corresponding to 78 tarot cards. Each tarot card actually had 2 demons associated with it. This version, there are 78 cards, 78 demons. Actually, there's more than 78 cards. There are extra cards here because this is a special limited edition Kickstarter thing. And they're absolutely beautifully done. Each card comes with information for the tarot, so it is a tarot deck. And so you see the sigil from the Lesser Key, the sigil of the demon. This is used to, or the seal if you prefer, to contact the demon. I don't recommend doing that. I'll talk about some things you can do later, but if you're not into demonmancy, and most of you should not be trust me, you should not be, then just, it's a pretty little thing here. It's like a seal that represents this particular card. Oh, that's special. That's so nice. It has the original demon number from the lesser key, and then the name of the demon associated with this dark tarot. The idea being, of course, that darkness, within the darkness, we can find our own light. And then the tarot number, this is the tarot card. And then the tarot card name. So for instance, this happens to be Belial, and the tarot card is the Six of Swords. And then we have the planetary attribution, the zodiac attribution, and the traditional tarot attribution in terms of elementals and all of that. And the text is absolutely wonderful, and it goes through what all this stuff means. It's a nice book that comes with the cards, as well as a limited edition Lucifer print. That's kind of pretty. That's kind of nice. I like that. And my bag just blew away. That's a nice bag. I will retrieve it after I do this. And the box. The box is really nice. Look at that box. Really sturdy, well made. Unfortunately, the bag won't hold the box. So if you use the box, you don't need the bag. If you use the bag, well, you want the box because it's so pretty. Also with the limited edition, there were coins. You see my tarot accoutrement. I am the magician. I am the wizard. 6 coins. These coins have, of course, the sigil of the Goetia on the back, but each also has a symbol, a special symbol from King Solomon's lesser key. And that's that. Now, as far as using this deck, you can use it for straight up divination if that's your thing. I tend to use tarot for introspective meditation. Many of you know that for many, many years I was the owner, the list owner and moderator of Tarot L, which was in its heyday a highly respected tarot email list. Most folks have moved on to other things now, and I have passed the baton for that particular list on to others, and I do my own thing on my website and my Facebook groups. But this mat comes with my deck. It's a nice mat. It's big enough to do a reading and small enough that you can fold it and carry it. Now, if you use this for the things I tend to use, and if you're a regular viewer of my videos on hypnosis and experiential trance, you know that I use tarot decks with experiential trance. And one of the things I tend to do is to use the tarot as a means of meditation, and that is experiential trance, it's as if it's real. And so I have a person look at the card, and then I have them go into trance, and then they step through the doorway or window of the card into the world of tarot, and they actually feel as if they're really meeting these characters. Now, for a deck that has a lot of demons, you may not want to meet some of these characters. Some of them are rather scary. But there you go. You could use it for other things. Obviously, when I do that kind of work, I always say you'll have a positive experience. And if you don't say things like that and you're using demon decks, you're the opposite of an intelligent person. You really need to say you will have a very positive experience when using this technique. Let's take a look at a very short clip from one of my uses of experiential trance and tarot so you get an idea of what I'm doing. Towards your face. And as it does, the doorway becomes bigger and more real. And the figure in the card becomes real, as if it's real. And when the card touches your face, your eyes close, and you step through the door into the world of tarot, where you will meet that guide, and that figure becomes real to you and takes you on a wonderful adventure, a positive experience that has everything to do. Step into the car, step into the world, and there's your guide. Everything in that world is as real as you can imagine it. Smell the flowers. Feel the soft breeze. And there you have it. You get the idea. All right. Now, in terms of your use of it, make sure you use those words. Make sure you say positive experience and whatever that is going to be for you. It is an absolutely beautiful deck. I highly recommend it. Fun fact, this is the Goetia Tarot in Darkness Kickstarter deck. It's a limited edition. There will be a mass production later. No time soon, sorry. You're going to have to wait. But right now they have a Kickstarter. When I'm recording this, there's a Kickstarter for an angel deck, which is based upon the Lesser Key of Solomon's Notoria, which is angels. The actual Notoria that I'm familiar with, not so much with angels, but this particular companion deck will correspond with this deck, with the Goetia deck, the Darkness deck, except this will be the Notoria Tarot in Light. And the cards will correspond. So for instance, if you have the 12 of Swords in the Goetia deck has a demon. The demon has a bull's head. He's riding a horse. But when we go to the angel deck, you're going to see that, hey, the angel is actually holding up the head of the demon and his horse is on the ground as if they've done battle. There will be correspondences between the deck. Some light, some dark, some happy, and some the opposite of that. But it'll also have the angelic sigils for the same kind of meditative work and tool kit work that the Goetia deck has. And so if you're into any sort of occult learning or things like that, both of these decks might be worth getting. The Kickstarter for the Notoria deck is out right now. You can support it. The Kickstarter, obviously the Kickstarter for the Goetia deck is done. Okay, we got our decks, or we're getting our decks. I live in Asia. They sent to Asia first. Yay me. But they're sending out the decks now to others, and it really is absolutely, absolutely beautiful stuff, guys. You can't go wrong with this. It's absolutely wonderful. I'm very happy. When I saw the Kickstarter, I was blown away by how it looked, and of course the Goetia connection really interests me because of the way I use experiential trance and some of the courses that I teach. Some of you are familiar with that work, and so I was really, really stoked to see that, and I am so happy that I was able to snarf this particular deck. This is the limited edition. I believe there will be a mass market, so I will put links to both Kickstarters for the Goetia and the Notoria in the description below, as well as a link to Lo Scarabeo's website. I purchased many tarot decks from them, and I am always very happy with what I've gotten from them and the service that I've received. Living in Taiwan, sometimes you live in Asia, European and North American publishers, it might be difficult sometimes to get materials, but they're great and it's very reasonable. And I hope you find this of interest and you really do want to check out the Kickstarter. If anything, just for the absolutely beautiful art. It's absolutely beautiful stuff. Well, I hope that has been helpful to you. This is, if it's not my favorite deck now, it's on its way. It's a very beautiful deck. I probably won't carry it everywhere I go because I tend to carry a deck with me most of the time. I usually use a small portable. This is not a portable deck. It is large size, but it is a deck I will be consulting frequently. I hope you found this helpful. For now, though, thank you for visiting my home, what little you see of it. Please be safe out there. Social distancing is your friend. We're still in the first wave of the pandemic, so please take care of yourself and your loved ones and random strangers. Just be good and have a goodness in your heart. This is Professor Brian David Phillips from Lodong, Taiwan, saying, live trance and prosper. Bye-bye.